when are we going?
And approaches towards how we formulate our thing because everybody drinks from the same well. You feel what I'm saying? So these documentaries are coming along, and anybody with an analytical eye can piece it together and say, okay, well, this is how you package your promotional image. You know what I'm saying? Your fonts got to look this way. You got to have aerial shots. You know, fast.
And we're off.
Yeah, it's even with the Love and Hip Hop, right? Reality shows. There's a format that shit follows that I remember from Flavor Flav. It's the same format. Like a dragon. Yeah, 51 Minds set the template, and everybody has been following that format ever since. They have not deviated from it. I'm talking about the camera shots, cinemas, everything. It's all the same thing. So if you're going to package something, because I've seen some of these documentaries that have come out of this community mental health, and it's not aesthetically appeasing to the eye. Like, you're not going to capture another audience. So you're making stuff that's preaching to the choir. You're not looking to break outside of this small circle where everybody is recycling and regurgitating the same information, right? We're trying to reach mama and them. It's not up on things. You feel me? Just not trying to hear what you gotta say.
That's why I'm putting on Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, you gotta turn the system down.
This is my way of doing it in a different way. Because most of the people that's on here is stuck on stupid and don't want to be free.
But in a way where you're doing $100,000 or $10,000 documentary. You get what I'm saying? Going back to what we were saying, it's all in the post-production. How much money are you putting into the ideas or the visions and the information that you're sitting on to get it to the masses? The idea is to spread it to the masses. So we have to learn how to be marketable with the information to get it to who. Once it gets to mama, it's a touchdown.
Fusion is such a label. Fusion.
Yeah, you throwing a pass and you hitting your man's and the
Yeah, but once it's mama, yeah, but you
once
touch
you
on.
get that to mama, it's a if she catch that in it, it's a touchdown. Right. And you come full circle. You're able now to do what? Save the house. Save the throne. You feel me? Yeah. Go ahead. No, get finish the real come on. I'm just information that's easily proven that people shove down other people's throats and give it to them in a bashful way, or give it to them in a talking down kind of way, or give it to them in a condescending, fear-mongering, fat-shaming, you know what I'm saying? You know, meat-shaming,
This shaming thing is getting out of hand, man. This shaming.
Shaming is not necessary when, you know, you could have took a better route and get more bees with honey. Like, that's what unity produces. As you can see at the end of that Netflix series or that Netflix approved documentary, there were a multitude of different names when the credits were, meaning that a group of people had to unite and come together and form as one entity to create one product. They didn't have other people popping up in the scene. You know what I'm saying? Photo y'all video popping up in the scene. Let me get one. There was an agreed, path that they all took, and they were able to complete their thought.
Yep.
That is very important in this community.
Yep.
Whatever comes out in the age of information, or this Aquarian age, this a gem that we can use, this an asset of 444, something that we can do.
See, like I said,
A foundation, a blueprint, and we use a
all my numbers add up to me being Mr. Glasses. So the creator told me to take on Mr. Glasses so I can see y'all better. Meaning, so I can see us in a different language.
Productive. It's not like you're weighing up your shit against that.
Let me get into this real quick. Folks. So I was on Blue Pills.
All I'm doing is
Instagram the
with
other day.
sharing some information.
44, and he did a regrab from alkaline_vegan_news. Yeah, shout out to them for the vegan news. And it said F cancer. I'm not gonna use profanity. I'm trying to cut down on that so everybody knows what I'm talking about. But the meme says F cancer, period, not in parentheses. Not. Then it says, I keep hearing the term F cancer, but what we really need to be saying is F GMOs, F fluorinated and polluted drinking water,
Yep.
F fast processed foods,
Yep.
F smoking, F self-abuse,
Yep.
F stress, F bad diet,
Yep.
F
Yep.
vaccine
Yep.
additives,
Yep. Yep.
F the chemicals in our air and food supply,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
F the
Yep.
companies that produce these chemicals,
Yep.
F the government for allowing our food and environment to be poisoned, F the medical community for not teaching patients how to live with cancer. It's not cancer you need to be pissed at, but rather the outside forces that are causing and keeping cancer alive. And while we can't cure it if we keep denying why it's there.
Wow.
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 Triple fact.
Wow. Triple facts.
So, Blue,
Facts,
since I got
facts,
this
and
from your
triple
Instagram,
facts.
sometimes things could be trendy and it just, like I said, it's cool to be a vegan. So it's cool. Oh, we need an F cancer shirt.
Yeah.
Throw it on, but to really do further investigation, this list is awesome, man. This
Yeah.
is what we really need to be mad at.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that and the
Yeah. Ain't none that damn truth. That boy threw that down now. That boy threw that down now. That boy threw that down.
In my demographics, but the Generation X and the younger people, you know what I'm saying? 30 and above, like 20s and all of that, you know what I'm saying? People are transitioning because of cancer. So, on social media, they're going to tirade.
I usually catch it on the on tape. On video.
People have they channel their frustration against a very ambiguous term, a boogeyman, but very rarely do you hear people sing aloud or even get to the culprit. You know what I'm saying? Like my carcinogens or they don't get it away all the time. I've even been to some of these funerals. And I said talking about it because after the funeral, okay,
Go eat the fried chicken.
they're going to get there right to it. And they get right to it. Fried chicken and right to it. You know what I'm saying? The muffins, everybody, you know what I'm saying? So, and I do apologize for, I'm not taking light of any of these situations. It's when I'm sitting with, when I'm listening and watching this take place, and I'm like, we need the education, we're missing the education, and there's so many things, so many institutions that are coming between us and the education, because that means as a society, we will have to do a lot of things different. Okay? So like you said, in the basement, it's really getting busy, and in church, you know what I mean? Passing all of this stuff around. All right? But and yet, and still, the man that you're there celebrating was a herbivore. Right? You know what I'm saying? Who came with a dietary law that mandate to change what Moses had brought, quote unquote. Okay? So the hypocrisy of it all is staggering. The fact that, our people, once again, we got all these books, we read all these books, and you know what I'm saying? Even our people on the street, they so street smart, like, you can figure things, you gotta figure things out to stay on top of the game. Like, you have to be computational in your thinking. And it's instinct, you gotta stay above the curve, ahead of the curve, should I say, and above the fray. But why is nobody ever putting one and two together? You're losing all these people in your family, in your community to cancer, and no one's ever asking, what's the cause of cancer? Yeah. You feel me? They think it's sick of us.
Or genetics. My mama had it, my grandmama had it.
Yeah. So then they're shaming.
All that bullshit. All that bullshit.
Shaming. You feel me? The ancestor shaming. You understand?
All that bullshit.
People still blowing smoke on one another like they're blowing out of style. That's not regulated. people is not taking it out against people that's blowing smoke when you secondhand smokers.
Nah.
You feel me? Like, I don't see the necessary response to this thing that is categorically snatching more people out
Because nobody ain't caring.
community, our society, than gun violence and quote unquote black on black.
People too busy believing in God and Jesus,
You know, heart disease,
not to
cancer,
understand, understand, and understand that all that there is to be is in them to be.
these devices, you know, and we didn't get, they're gonna smack us.
Living constantly thinking and knowing.
There isn't any
The truth is in them to come out of them.
scientific proof.
Each and every one of us.
Right? We only got Delby to hold on to cause that, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody too busy trying to study what somebody else wrote instead of listening to what's already written in the DNA. Your body don't work by remote control. Your heart don't work because you pray.
Sitting in your car with the coil wires and, you know,
Your heart goes because the Creator loves you unconditionally. No matter what you do, good or bad. It's going to always be on you to know what you're doing. Not to believe in it, to know why you're doing it. So you don't be stupid in it.
You know, they got the Bluetooth that goes around.
But if you don't know why you're doing the shit that you do, you are stupid. And if you believe in bullshit, it's just because you were taught to believe in it. If it don't make no sense. If you were taught to believe in something that don't make no sense to you, and you can't make nothing out of it, you are stupid for believing in the bullshit. Because the only reason why you believe in it is because you were taught to.
For the future of healthcare in this country. You know what I'm saying? The statistics must gonna show that, you know, that's really power. That 80% of these people, at least, are going to be admitted and treated for some sort of cancerous conditions. And we already know that 1 out of 7.
All because when you go to the hospital, that's what they're going to diagnose you with because that's what they get paid for. Your best life is to change what you eat so you can live there and live and not have to go to the hospital.
It's a real thing. It's a third world, you know.
So as long as you go to the hospital, you're going to get something wrong with you because they're going to give you some medication.
The money that's made in this country is,
I say it again.
you know, the treatment.
You go to the hospital, you're going to get something wrong with you. If nothing ain't wrong with you when you get there, something's going to be wrong with you when you leave.
Benefit, you know what I'm saying, and keeping people doped up.
I know because I haven't been in the hospital in 2.5 years. And that's all because the Creator gave me life back to live.
And it's being proven
To live my life straight and knowing what the truth is in me and able to show it. The same truth is in me, is in you too.
not only in the racket, but a game of manipulation to ultimately sacrifice you. You're being sacrificed in many different ways. You're being tortured in certain ways, but you're also being sacrificed economically. Your soul, your spirit, and your light is being stolen from you, you know, and, you know, Rite Aid is performing rituals on you, you know, those the pharmacopoeia is actually, you know, mixed with herbs, you know, that work.
Right, book of spells. It's a book of spells.
Facts. That's why you take a pill to fix something that's going wrong with your liver, and you have to be prepared for 2 strokes because that's the side effects, and your ear is going to bleed. You know, so that's the, you know what I mean? Like that's mixing that 50-50 or that 60-40 for that matter.
Nah,
you know, as you can see, those pills represent. It's like an analogy. It's a macro to the macro. You know, they have something good in them. That's that original herb that they went ahead and patented, and now they created, you know, a clone of it.
And they placebo pills.
Yeah, they have placebos. You know. So yeah, like I read the other day. Well, I think it was earlier this morning that there was another holistic doctor The one that they said committed suicide, that had to typed out a note and said that life was great and him and his wife couldn't afford Trump care, which didn't even pass.
Right.
It wasn't like they jumped during the deliberations. No, later on that day. Oh, they repealed it later that day. Yeah, it didn't make the cut later on that day. So they was too damn too quick. They was too quick. So yeah, there's another holistic doctor found dead with, an excuse or a reason that has been played so many times. There's so many healthy people who are in this booming business where this is growing faster than the pharmaceutical big pharma business.
Yeah,
the quote unquote healthcare or the alt medicine, that sector or that niche is exponentially growing, and now it's allopathic, yes, and now you have MLMs built around that, so it's even growing at a faster rate. So all of a sudden, these healers, these herbologists, these nurturers, these people who have healthier thoughts than the people who are not healthy are now feeling like they're so healthy that they don't even deserve to be in this world anymore, and they want to give up the fight against bananas. You know what I'm saying?
All of these powerful antidepressant drugs on the market that they will forego altogether,
right?
They're not going home, right? They're that anti-allopathic medicine that they're not even going to take. Yeah,
anti-allopathic Percocet. They just went ahead,
ended it all.
Always leaving a tight note.
That's the vegan way to do it.
Yeah, that's the vegan way out.
There's again that can only go into the speculative comment because we can't necessarily prove anything, but we do know that there is an exponential number of holistic doctors and practitioners and advocates that are being bumped off, and you can conclude from a documentary such as this that you're going up against a multi-billion-dollar juggernaut. You know what I'm saying? Who I would say trillion, because
$1 trillion.
The pharmacy is tied into it's tied into medical research.
And what I'm saying? So
we talking about number that hasn't come out yet.
Ultimately, slaughter and death. Okay, this is their racket. This is their market. This is their trap. So to think that these people would not be on the means to put a human in the slaughterhouse or a human in the, on a bunch of pills and make them OD and take them out that way or take them out the other way, heartless, the way that they take the animals out, heartless, the way they take the people out of malpractice in their hospitals, heartless all around. These are killers that we're talking about. So to put that beneath, oh no, they couldn't, please. They don't have enough time to kill holistic doctors. They don't have real beef with them. They're selling, they're getting money. They beef for selling. You know what I'm saying? They're not worried about these people. They wouldn't take it there.
It's moving.
Fan.
Number one song in the country.
These people, you know what I mean? Like, as you can see in these slaughterhouses, you're just getting a peek. You have no idea what takes place in these places. Like, these are some indifferent people, and they've taken the institute or the industry of death and murder and they capitalized and slaughter, and they've capitalized on it. There's some, I guess, in American gods that would be
because we haven't factored in organ harvest, and we haven't factored in designer babies. That's coming.
Facts, yeah.
Yeah, man, it just did their first one yesterday.
Yeah, gene code.
Indeed. I got one more question for y'all gentlemen concerning this segment. In the film What the Hell, they talk about people of melanin of higher melanin content being lactose intolerant. Now, when the Phil Valentine's, the Dr. Sabies, or the Dr. Africas of the world, when they start talking like this, like, yo, our body is different, it always sounds racist to a lot of people. Like, yo, we all the same. What you talking about? Like, Why are we, we can't eat the same foods or we can't do the same thing? So a lot of people won't investigate it for the mere fact that it falls under that racism umbrella. And that's one of the last things Prodigy said in his interview with what was the name of that? Rice, yeah, he was talking about the black body and melanin and the sun and all of that. But talk to me about
if you
that.
look at how good we are with
Melanated
fucking
people,
sports.
I mean, if they hear it on What the Help and it's on Netflix, they may not think it's as racist if it came from if it came from your mouth or something like that.
Yeah.
So can you talk to me about black people, melanated people being lactose intolerant without sounding racist to the majority of the people that are listening? Quote unquote racist.
Yeah. I mean, milk and dairy, for that matter, in the quote-unquote black community is something very touchy. You know what I'm saying?
Right, very touchy.
It's something that, in every household, you know what I mean, mothers know to some degree at some point or another that the majority of households that I say have experienced the fact that their children are lactose intolerant.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And they be like, get over it. You better drink this milk. You feel me?
Yo, milk is like water.
Yeah, like, and it became, it was imperative, because
Cows
during
not
my
it.
upbringing,
Even the cows stop eating mama, drinking mama milk at a certain age. What makes you think that you should be
after
still
that, we
drinking
were
milk?
living with our father.
Yes.
And my stepmother was a heavy advocate of dairy.
Heavy.
Okay?
Dairy Queen.
She was a Dairy Queen. So, there was milk at, every sitting, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And there was butter on everything. You know what I'm saying? When it wasn't butter, it was, I can't believe it's not butter. You feel me? Cheese, heavy on the cheese. And this was just a staple. And there was so much.
You was getting government cheese.
That was centered around food. You have to understand the culture centered around food. You have to understand that the dynamic of family.
You're giving the government cheese. Giving to you.
Okay.
So charge the government for it.
You understand? My stepmother's
You're giving to the people, but charging the government for it. Blah, blah, blah.
She even at one point, her mother lived there. So we lived with our stepmother, right? Her mother, and her sister was even there. So they all got busy in the kitchen and they took pride in it.
Right.
Okay? And you couldn't do or say anything about it because it was wavy. Like, let's be clear.
Yeah.
They cooked everything from scratch. And they took pride in the fact that this is where it was coming from. But, we didn't have a cow in the backyard. You know what I'm saying? So even their concept of scratch wasn't necessarily scratch.
Yeah.
Because they were sending us to the corner store and we had to get the milk, you know what I mean? We had to get the butter and we brought it back. And if there was any indication that somebody was lactose intolerant, you got whooped until your ass got with the program. You know what I'm saying? Or you starved. Yeah, until you was tolerant. You know what I'm saying? They put some tolerant in you.
That didn't happen.
So,
that wasn't in our household. Well, my sister, my younger sister.
yeah, at some point, I had a stomach issue.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got lost.
So yeah, it wasn't working well with me, and I remember I got adjusted. I don't exactly remember how, but I got adjusted, and people that are lactose intolerant, you're looked upon like, well, you're holding back this family ritual. You know what I'm saying? And the family ritual is we're gonna all eat together.
Yeah, niggas wanna eat cereal, drink from the bowl, man.
Yeah, like
holding us up, dude.
holding us up.
Yeah.
You going, you know what I mean? You
coming to your door.
You coming to your door.
Finish till you done.
Finish till you done yet. Like, what you gonna do?
Yo, and that don't have nothing to do with the Brussels sprouts at dinner or the asparagus when you can hide that shit. It's not the same with milk.
Can't hide
the milk, man.
Like,
You can't hide the
feed
milk,
them
man.
to the dog.
Yeah, you can't. What you gonna get the cat to drink all the milk?
So I you know, my answer to that would be, again, it's gonna take something drastic for us to break tradition. You know what I mean? As a people, because I've been in households with young women who have made the dietary transition and they don't do the milk no more, but their children still on the milk. So they tried the almond milk, they tried the coconut milk. And you know what I mean? The babies ain't trying to hear it. They ain't going for it. They're like, nah.
Yeah, they doing mad with the baby bottle. Mad at 17. Doing pass like good. Fill that up. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like this shit.
So it just becomes so much part of, like, it's just embedded in us. And I don't know how many generations removed we're gonna have to be to break that cycle. You know, we might have to break completely from it altogether, because
Whole Foods needs to just become more innovative, man. Like, they doing good with clone milks, but they need to come with a better, like, almond is good, coconut is great. You know, when I was drinking rice, the rice milk, that was good.
it's very starchy, but, you know, I mean, that milk is great, cashew, great.
Yeah.
Almond is good, and coconut, you know what I'm saying? And still, we always advocate, if you have the ability to make these quote-unquote nut milks yourself, we would definitely recommend that, because studies have shown that the majority of the almond milk on the market is majority water. Okay, they're not even putting a large percentages of almonds in them. So they're gonna have a racket with everything. You know what I'm saying? People are gonna be almond tolerant. You know what I'm saying? I know mad people that's soy milk tolerant. It's intolerant, I mean.
Soy intolerant.
Yeah, soy intolerant. You know what I'm
Is that a
saying?
good thing?
That's a good thing. You don't need that soy in your system. Yeah, that soy does not agree with a lot of our people. The damn sure doesn't agree with me. You know what I'm saying? Tearing my stomach up. It reminds me of milk. You know what I'm saying? When milk started doing, when I stopped drinking milk and I changed my consciousness, I couldn't go back to milk anymore. I was milk intolerant. I was lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It would tear my stomach up. I would have gas. I would have the runs. I just could not go back and do milk once I stopped doing milk.
Yeah.
So I don't know if milk intolerance is also tied to consciousness. You know what I'm saying? Once you put a particular barrier up from it, or you have a different understanding about your relationship with it.
Yeah.
But I remember there was a period in time where I needed milk. Like, I couldn't go to sleep without it. And when I woke up in the morning, I had to have it in the cereal. You know what I'm saying? I was drinking the whole bowl of it. You know, it was just something that it was a staple in my diet. And at some point, like I said, I did grow intolerant to it, and I haven't had it, and I don't want it, don't need it. But I do understand the fact that people might still be caught up, and then people get away from the milk, but the hardest thing for them to get away from is the cheese, let's be clear, especially the women. You know what I'm saying? Or the creamers with the coffee, or the milk with the coffee,
Or the ice cream.
or the ice cream,
Or the whipped cream.
or the whipped cream,
Or that butter.
or that butter.
Or that butter, that
You know what I'm
bread.
saying? So, you know, if you're out there and you're listening and you don't know about alternatives, you might want to try the herb balance as an alternative to butter. You know, you just might want to go to Whole Foods and try that out. You might want to try the So Delicious ice cream that's made from coconut milk as an alternative. It's made, as an alternative to Haagen-Dazs. You know what I'm saying? You might, again, try any of the nut milks as an alternative to the milk, you know, and get in that kitchen and experiment and see how you can cook and bake with these things. Try the spelt flour, try the almond flour. They got coconut flour. They got a lot of different flours that you can get busy with to yield the same results. It's a new, you know, we're in a new space, we're in a new time, so we can apply ourselves. Yeah, Whole Foods is in Harlem. And, you know, we spoke about this earlier, we were speaking about it, and some people are against the fact that this institution has supplanted itself in the middle of Harlem on Lenox Ave. You know what I'm saying? And the question is, did Whole Foods come to Harlem, or did Harlem come to Whole Foods? Because you go into Whole Foods, it's a different experience.
It's a culture.
You've been transplanted. It's definitely a culture. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a culture.
Harlem is a food desert.
Harlem is a food desert.
The forerunners to Whole Food were the vegetable and fruit stands. They're run by Indians.
Yes.
They have a monopoly. They're damn near on major intersections in Harlem at this point.
Yes.
They are the most important. They have the best prices, and they have food, real food, like living.
It's not all the way real, but
Not all the way real, but goddamn, it comes close enough. Plant-based, you know, avocados, celery. Broccoli.
you got the mango,
Bananas, the mango
you got the
heavy,
cherries,
the
$2 a
cherries,
pound.
the blueberries.
But they got the grapes with no seeds,
You know
and
what I'm saying? You gotta, navigate through there. Whole Foods coming to Harlem is definitely an upgrade. Avoid, you want to avoid the whole GMO aspect of what they offer.
you got the joint Olive Market across the street.
Olive Market was the forerunner then. Yes, Olive Market comes
That's a
closer.
supermarket.
That is a supermarket, and it has that kind of culture. It would be like in between Trader Joe's and the Whole Foods.
Baby Whole Foods.
Yeah, it's like something that you would find on Little House of the Prairies. Like, you know what I mean?
But nonetheless, yeah.
Nonetheless,
They got nanas and Whole Foods with cart full of vegetables and good food. Like, even the meat,
if it's gonna be meat, you know what I'm saying?
it appears to be
Grade A
great.
might be better than that C-Town meat.
If they have different protocols about how they select their meats and
Mm-hmm.
where it's coming from, I would think, you know what I'm saying? And I'm only guessing at this point because I haven't done all of the necessary research, but I would think that Whole Food is sourcing the premium meats
Of the meat.
you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
From the,
Houses, slaughterhouses.
yeah, I would think so. So I would put that over seafood, C-Town, Key Food, you know what I mean, Pathmark when it was there, all of these, any day.
Yeah, any day.
You feel me? Because we know that those people historically dump the bottom of the barrel produce in these communities.
Fact.
And Harlem is a
Scrape it.
designated food desert. After 9 p.m., you can't get no vegetables out there. You can't get nothing to sustenance, only the poison. So salute, you know what I mean? Whole Foods stays open to 10 p.m. Like the brother said, there's a culture in there, you know what I'm saying? It's a great meeting place, where
They have
two worlds meet, you know what I'm saying? So
They have actual dining. You can sit down, you can have your meetings, bring people there, you can eat at night on the run. Whatever you want to do, it's right there. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. But being healthy, just to build up upon, because Whole Foods is just a store. We watched them build it from nuts and bolts. So it's just DNA responding to environment. It's an environment, but it's a manufactured environment. Let's keep that in mind. But it's a glimpse, because we're what? We're living in a quantum world. It's a glimpse into a reality where you're going back to which one came from. We can build on top of it. It has enough steps on it for me to stand on. So I'm gonna take that and I could go and sit down with some of the master healers, the KTs of the world, the Minister Inkies of the world, the Mama Pills of the world. You feel what I'm saying? All of the blue pills of the world, all of the people who have the right information to answer the right questions. Because keep in mind, they were asking some of the right questions. Going back to the demonstration that Tariq Nasheed showed you with Hidden Colors, the same thing. Taking the narrative and the conversation and giving it back to the people in a more polished, cleaner, holistic, alkaline, you know what I'm saying, healthy way. Because health is wealth. And if you apply that to your intellectual property, if you apply that to your relationships, if you apply that to your art, it will still reflect. You dig what I'm saying? Because that's a healthy documentary. They put it together in a healthy kind of way. The way that it's put together, it doesn't appear as if the people were sick. They put it together.
the aesthetics. You know what I'm saying? The way that it makes you feel, the way that it's put together, the comedy that's sprinkled within it, you know, the way it flows. So I'm just about, I study templates these days. I study algorithms. I'm just at that point in life. You know what I mean? I'm at that phase where, you know, I'm just looking for the source code and things. So we're identifying that and we're sharing that, you know what I mean? And we just saying, yo, health is wealth. Like we don't need no we don't need no one outside of self telling us that. But if you insist, if that's your shit, you know what I'm saying? If that's what rocks your boat, if that's what gets you swirling, then hey, go ahead and take the information and do something with it.
Indeed, and on that note, we're gonna wrap it up. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And
Yeah, like I said, it's real talk, baby. That's what you know, real talk. Real talk comes from the original OG. I believe it's good. Just so you know truth to yourself. I don't get killed for this shit. I'm not a bullshit. And I still trip out on my reason why, you know, the world will move things nobody hospital. That's because I know none. Hospitals do not have your best. Your help. I know I'm close to where I say that line, please. It's just business. Because it's not good. It's just straight up business, please. Let's see what you're talking about here. Let's see. It's going to be put up to talk to the nurse.
Free will and choice. Love, you can don't never stop until you stop what you need.
See, that's me in the background, married, what's going on while I'm playing Grand Theft Auto with some guys that's actually hostile with each other to the point where they want to fight each other. One is asking the other one where he stay at and this, that, and the other. That's bullshit. That's the reason why this earth is so fucked up right now. Because of the separation.
Us as people, we can get along in
But YouTube will lay up there and ban my videos from different countries, mute some of my videos because of the content that I'm talking about. But they allow this shit here to go on the internet, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all over. But me just wanting us to come together as conscious thinking people peacefully isn't what the agenda of what they want the agenda to be. They want us to fight against each other. They want us to kill each other. They want to come and clean up after we finish doing that.
Okay, here we are then. Okay, where are we going?
Come on, bro. Who is that, bro? Who is it, bro? Come on, bro. Cool guy, cool guy. Why did you have to do that? Why did you have to do that, bro? Now look what's gonna happen to you. Now look what's gonna happen to you. You're doing that stupid shit. What? Nothing's gonna happen, bro. I'm gonna come blow your ass up again. What are you doing, bro? I plan on it. You just need to do it once. Yeah, do it, bro. Are you mad, bro? Look at that. Two niggas at the same time, bitch. Fuck! Two niggas at the same time, bro. Ain't never fucking me. Nobody gets them on, bro. That's not me. Everybody gets on, bro. Cool guy, cool guy. You got 5 seconds. You got 5 seconds. Cool guy, you got 5 seconds. Yeah. No one gives you 5 seconds. Everybody's allowed to shot, bro. You're killing you, bro. No contact. Yeah. Keep it cooking mode. I don't want to keep it with cooking mode. Somebody tell me. Yeah, they just I shut up. Yeah, he just made it. Bro, 5-1. And it's a whole lot against you. I'm not going to go. I'm going to go by 2. I'm not going to bitch. And then he's just fucking right. It was still soft,
No problem. Okay. You're sure?
Inside of a warehouse, we still can't kill him. You sound stupid, kid. I'm flying a helicopter in the warehouse and I still die. What you gotta say now? You finally leave. I'll be alright. But I know it's not fine. Yeah, he got kicked out. I know he got kicked. And we're shooting rocket at me while I was flying a helicopter inside of a fucking warehouse and I still killed him with it. Alright, now it's time to go back to making money. Now I'm going back to start killing niggas. Like this guy right here. This guy's number 1 right here. This guy's number 1. He's fucking with me like a pussy.
See, like, separation at this game, in most games, do with people.
I can't believe this guy went on pussy mode. I cannot believe it, man. Dude, man, that kid was stupid. He thought he didn't have enough money to keep fighting us like he was. I have 11 more. I can fight for a while. I think that's not a dozen. Yeah, I didn't have to fight all night. I had enough money to fight all night and I give a shit.
I don't, but I still do it too. And then now I'll be like $2, like no lie.
So, King B, who the fuck is you? The one that fucking ghost, little bitch. So I cannot believe the fool guy went in turkey mode. He killed me and then went in turkey mode. I cannot believe that shit. I'm just so embarrassed right now. Well, he should be embarrassed. That is hilarious how the guy went in. He went in all the way.
He is too bad. I'm like, sure, I want to let
cutting out the sun. You just could have sitting there listening to what they were talking like, and going bullshit. Miss Moses. That's what you mean, man. Oh, what's up, man? Boy. Oh.
Just sitting there thinking to myself, how twisted this world up is, all because of people. All because people in their belief system would believe in God, Jesus, and the devil, not knowing who the creator really is, being the creator of the men who put together and created all the different gods for y'all to believe in. All the things that you think you know was taught to you. It wasn't like what I know just came to you after giving up on life. And you was giving it to give to you. Part of me. To live straight, not just right. Because we all in this world together. How you not know that all that there is to be is in you to be the best that you could be but not running no race? To be the best that you could be to show the creator within you how much you appreciate life, free will, and your choices to love and not hate. Because love unconditional the feeling being the creator of all there is and was and will be created. It's beautiful when you know what love is within all that there is consciously thinking. But we was taught to be stupid. We was taught to be sheeple, not conscious thinking people. We was taught to be sheeple and listen to some other people and the bullshit that they created for you to believe in as children. Because when you look at your first day being here, isn't your birthday. You was just born. So technically speaking, it's your born day. No, technically speaking, the truth speaking, it's your born day. Two things happen on that day. Your mama birthed you to be born to live on your own. I'm just saying, the truth is the truth. Period. Fuck all this bullshit that we've been bullshitting in this here with. It's time to let go of the lies and start living out life with the truth without having fear and debt, because debt is going to do what it do. Because no matter how you do whatever you do, one thing about debt, you can't duck, hide, or run from it. When it's your time to go, you're gone. You're out of here. Because I know I'm here. I say it again. I know I'm here. I gave up on life and it was given back to me to live straight, not just to the full rights backwards or to the left. Straight, one way that our bodies work, one way that our heart beats, one way that the earth rotates, one way that we all in this thing together from one divine creator of everything. And it's not God and it's not Jesus. That is some man made up bullshit. I'm just saying the truth is in each and every one of us to come out of us. There's nothing more than divine. There's nothing more divine than what's on your mind, in your body, heart, and soul. And that is the creator, love, unconditional feeling that you stand alone with until the only time where one plus one equals one divine one as two. And that's when you, the man, get together with the woman, or you, the woman, get together with the man. Never the man and the man, or the woman and the woman could never come together in the Creator's original name, love. They could only be doing what they turned the Creator's original name into. Plain old fucking having sex. A man and a man can never make love because they can never make nothing. A woman and a woman can never make love because they can never make a baby. It is no ifs, ands, or maybes. This is the twist that twists us all up. It goes all the way to the beginning when they said that in the beginning, the Bible says that God walked in the garden with Adam, and then Adam told God that he was lonely, so then God created Eve out of real from as man-made bullshit. That's to go with this twist of a man wanting to be the creator of this. Man has been jealous of that woman wanting to know why the creator decided to make her the only creator here on earth, consciously thinking. Man is nothing but a donator to that woman being a creator. So you think for yourself, why did they give the creator the sexes of a man when you already know if the creator was any sexes, the creator would be a woman and not a man because the compassion and the love comes out of a woman in the form of a baby. I'm just saying, people, no ifs, ands, buts, or maybes. Truth is just that, the truth. We've been lied to, all of us. And that's just it. When are we going to wake up from this illusion and start just telling the truth and living the truth? Straight is only one way, people. Each and every one of our hearts beat with that magnetic. Each and every one of our hearts beat with the magnetic rotational pull of this earth rotating from today and pulling you into tomorrow. But you have to finish today first. There's no such thing as here today, going tomorrow. Here today, going today. Because ain't nobody promised tomorrow. Like I said again, you gotta finish today first. I'm Mr. Basses. And the truth is the truth. Period. Fuck all that bullshit. We've been lied to big time. I was listening to some David Banner. I ain't gonna lie. Put that David Banner so y'all can hear what he got to say. Because this is all called sharing information. This is something that should be going on every day. But it don't. Because a lot of people are selfish with the things that they know but not understanding, overstanding. When they die, where do they go? Being recycled back in this place. But not knowing what you're doing, why you're doing it, that's bullshit. That's you being really stupid. And that's the truth. No shit. But it is what it is.